Here's an animation that we designed where we had to show a jury how to safely move elemental phosphorus, which explodes on contact with air, from a railway tanker car. We took the diagram straight from the defendant's training manual, and we reduced it to its simplest elements. Water mixed with phosphorus is pumped into the tanker car, which forces the phosphorus out of the unloading arm. What was at issue in the case is the union connecting the unloading arm to the standpipe. The union, which is basically a large nut, connects the two. Here we see the phosphate water coming in, forcing the phosphorus out the standpipe through the unloading arm. Then they change the direction of the water flow to flush out the unloading arm in the standpipe. And in the defendant's training manual, it actually says to wiggle the union loose and hope that it's phosphate water that comes out and not actual phosphorus. We were then able to show the jury that if the defendant had added a simple valve to the end of the unloading arm, the accident in the case would have never have occurred. With the valves open, the phosphate water comes in, the phosphorus is forced out of the standpipe to the unloading arm, and then when they reverse the direction of the water to flush out the unloading arm, you close the first valve, and then you close the second valve, and basically the union is then empty. Then we had to show the jury how the tanker cars are moved in and out of the processing plant. We took an overhead shot of the processing plant. We just reduced it to a very simple line to demonstrate the rail path, and then simple shapes to represent the phosphorus tanker cars, blank cars, other tanker cars that were on the rail at the time. Then there's a gate, a derailleur, and warning flags to prevent Conrail from entering the yard when a tanker car is attached to an unloading arm. On this day, though, the gate was open, the derailleur was not in place, and the flags were not present, which signaled to Conrail that they were able to enter the yard, which was one of the proximate causes of the accident.